everyone, this is a late upload, but this is my turkey roast for Christmas and I was working, but I thankfully had a lovely dinner to come back to because I decided to cook it on the 24th night. So this is me trying to prepare my turkey. This is my first time, so please no judgment. And so so I cleaned it and took out the little pouch with the liver of the turkey, and I'm really cleaning it inside and outside and everywhere now. And now I'm trying to just dab up all the water or any moist over the turkey, but you will see that I didn't do a good job because I'm not going to spoil that. So anyway, I have my tray and I've got my garlic and my onion and I've cut them into pieces, and I've got my carrots. So I'm just preparing all the vegetables that I need for the roast as well. So that's what I'm doing here now. And I've got my potatoes. Come on, what's a roast without potatoes, right? So I've got my potatoes and that I'm doing now, and just cutting it into cubes and just pop it in the tray. Okay, and also spray the tray first with some oil, which I forgot to tell you. So if you could just do that, that's your tray prepared as a base. So now you take chicken cubes, stock cubes, and if you can, you don't have to put that much by the way, but if you could put like 4 or 5 cubes depending on how much you're making, and if you want to keep some leftover as well, that's fine. And here I'm trying to make the base, the marination for the turkey. So I have soft butter here. Take some 3 to 4 scoops of butter, add some salt and pepper and some chili and garlic powder. Now mix these ingredients well, stir it up properly, work your hands together and just give it a really good mix so that it's well blended together, all the flavors. Come on, you need those flavors on that turkey. So put a scoop of it into the turkey because you want every bit inside, because turkey is quite tasteless compared to every other meat. So you want as much as taste and flavor as possible. And add some salt on top of the turkey and scrub, just rub it all over the skin, and add some pepper and also some paprika or chili powder, depending on how spicy you want it, by the way, because I'm Indian and I love spice, so I'm just going crazy here. So because I love spicy food, so I don't like anything without spice. So literally I'm trying to just do that here, and also just put on the marination butter mix that you made. Come on, this is what I was talking about, because when you do this, it's not sticking on it, because I haven't done a good job with trying to get all the water out of the turkey, on top of the turkey, because that's why the butter is not sticking properly and it's not coating the entire turkey properly. Anyway, at this point I'm adding some of the carrots and potato and the onions and some garlic into the turkey. And also now this part here, I did put some herbs in there like rosemary, oregano and thyme, and with the butter, and I'm also pushing that into the turkey. So now that's all ready. Turkey is ready to be placed over your base that is already you have prepared as vegetables on your tray. And now you place that turkey, and now you can put this into your oven. So it's all ready and prepared. Don't worry how bad it looks right now, but it will be okay later on. Trust me, I had it and it was good. So I'm just doing this video for you. So this is gonna be put in there now for at least 30 minutes. The first 30 minutes for it to properly sit and cook. And remember, it's also for it's at 220 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, put on your timer, always helpful. What I'm doing here right now, I'm putting more of the butter that I've left, the marination, because at this point the turkey has dried, it's getting drier. So you can put on this and it will bring out that color and flavor more as you brush it up every time as you get, every 20 minutes or every 30 minutes. If you can do that, that would bring out, like you can see here, such a lovely color. And it's also cooking properly, and it's also roasting at the same time. All the the fat and everything is really just coming out of the turkey and roasting those potatoes and those vegetables there as your base. So I'm adding more butter here, the marination. I'm adding that and coating the entire turkey properly and well at this point. Of course, don't take it too long for your oven to be opened and out, because you don't want all the heat to be escaping as well. So try to brush it up as fast as possible, but not too fast. Don't burn yourself. Be careful, health and safety, and just put it back in there and let it, do its job. And at this point, you can also just prepare, just start up with the gravy. So you've got the stock. And I'm just adding that stock into a pan right here and just keeping it there for now. And now I'm also checking at my turkey, and at this point, as you can see, those colors have really come out well over it, and I was just so happy seeing this. Now this was about for an hour and 15 minutes, I would say. And this is the first side, the top side of turkey is pretty much done at this point. And as you can see, even your vegetables have it's really getting there. It has partly roasted. Now I've flipped the turkey over. Use like a little, like a strong spoon or anything that you can have, because it's really hot. So make sure you protect yourself. Whatever that you can use to flip it over, and just put it back into the oven and let it do its job. So okay, now this is my Christmas tree. I thought, why not, let's just put that in there right there, so I can also show you my Christmas tree and how I have decorated it. I've really tried to bring some of the Victorian time elements to the Christmas tree, because I just love the Victorian era and I love London. The time back then, if I could go back in time, I would be there. So I just really love have all the little things, all the little pieces that I could collect, that very typical London aspect of Christmas in. So the little trains and the presents, as you can see, and the decorations on the Christmas tree. It was such a great mood to just watch the Christmas tree as I'm also cooking. So I was also just taking my breaks doing that. Anyway, so I'm checking on my turkey in between, because let's not forget that. And I was just, as I'm seeing, the color is all coming out really well. It's roasting really well, and I am getting impatient and really waiting for this to come out well and properly. Now it has been roasted. It came out really well. As you can see, all the fat, it has really melted down and have roasted those vegetables. My goodness, it just looks so delicious right here. And it's so worth it. The time, the patience, and the process is just brilliant. And because this was my first time making it, I was very excited. And I barely had time because I was working throughout the week. I was working on the 23rd and 24th, and also on Christmas Day as well. So on the 23rd, I came back from work and I was like, I'm doing this. On the 24th, I was like, I'm doing this. I'm putting this in and preparing it, so I can come back to having a good dinner and I don't have to worry about cooking anything. So as you can see, guys, it has, I think, come out really well. It's not very pretty for sure, because I think I put some of the dry herbs on top, so that's where you can see the darker shade of the roast. It's not that it's burned, it's literally the herbs have changed its color a little bit, but other than that, it's actually pretty solid and it's really good, and it tasted really, really nicely as well because all the spices have done its job. This is why I love spices, because it's just brilliant like this. So look at that, look how wonderful it looks. I honestly just was really holding myself from having that straight away. So I'm just admiring all this great part of cooking this, and look at the roast, look at the vegetables, and the potatoes and everything has really done well. It's really sit in that heat and done well. So now what I'm doing is that fat, I'm just pouring into the stock, the chicken stock that I had prepared before. I'm pouring it in to make the gravy. So I'm just preparing the gravy, and in order to do that and pour it in, but also leave a bit of the fat back for the vegetables so it can still sit in it for a bit more. So now just give it a little stir and boil this at the same time, as you can see. So I've also added some, the gravy granules as well. Not a lot, just some, so that it has that extra flavor and also that thickness to the gravy as well, because you don't want it to be too liquidy as well. And I've also made a cranberry sauce here, and which is fairly simple. It's not too difficult whatsoever, because you just add the cranberries into a hot pan and add some water and add some sugar, not too much, and let it really boil and extract the essence from the cranberry, but you don't want it to be mashed. And now, guys, here I'm really trying to cut the pieces. So I was watching all the YouTube videos and I'm trying to learn how to cut this. See, firstly, I'm a beginner at this, so this is just my journey, like the channel's name, A Dreamer's Journey. So this is literally my journey, trying to make, cook, learn how to cook. So I'm a beginner. Don't take this as your guide or anything whatsoever, but if you're like me as a beginner and you are trying to learn and also have that experience, and because I believe cooking is like an art and we learn by trying and practicing, so I'm trying to cut the pieces out here. So I'm going for the legs. Some people have said, they go for the wings first and then they go for the legs, and then they try to cut out the breast area and then plate it before placing it. So I just went for the legs because I felt like it was already sort of coming off a little bit. As I was, trying to flip it, it kind of just tore a little bit from the side. So I just felt that a bit more easier to do. So that's what I'm doing here, as you can see. So that's literally my struggle right there. At this point, I definitely thought the leg piece just didn't want to be ripped up from its body, and I felt really bad. So now I've also cut off the breast part. Now I'm just sort of slicing it from what I saw on YouTube videos, and I'm really trying to do it in the best possible way, but I'm not sure if I'm doing this rightly. Okay, that just messed up right there. But what I wanted to do, what I should have done a bit more was just hold the knife a little bit more slanting way. So I'm slicing it down very much so, but I think it's decent enough. It's not too bad, I would say, but I think it came out pretty well. So I was quite impressed by how it came out. Honestly, it tasted so nicely. So here I'm trying to plate it. Again, not an expert, but I thought, why not? I had all this effort and put into this, so might as well just plate it all well and nicely, so that it's all looking great, and I could take this and have the most wonderful dinner I could have, because I've been working like anything and I so badly needed a good dinner. So the whole day I was literally hungry as well, couldn't have any food, so I was really, really looking forward to this dinner. So I poured in some of the gravy that I made here. I love gravy, so that's why I'm going a bit crazy on that. So if you don't want to put that much, don't. So that's my cranberry sauce. Honestly, the sauce, I absolutely loved it because it had that sour, that sweet, perfect blended taste to it with the gravy and with the spices on the turkey and the vegetables. It was just amazing, honestly. Everything blended together was just perfect, and that's a parsley I've placed on the turkey just for a garnishing effect. And that's my cheesecake that I made the other day, which I've also created a video for that. And I've got my candles ready, and I've got my dried roses all over, and here we go. This was my dinner, and I was just so content and so happy that I had this chance to make this turkey and have a really, really good dinner. And I had a really, really nice Christmas, and even though I was working, coming back to this was just amazing. So I thanked God for everything and had a really nice Christmas roast. So I really hope you guys had a lovely, lovely Christmas, and I hope you do try this. And even though Christmas is over now and I'm late, I'm so sorry, but I hope you would also try this at some point soon and just have a lovely time and lovely season, New Year's as well. Take care.